Oh, g'day. Hi, it's Gordy from the Axis of Epic, down at the Electric Bike Superstore. And I've got another question from Frank. And Frank wants to know, Frank and his wife Enid, they've got a caravan, they want to get a couple of folding bikes, and they've seen some stuff online, they're not sure what to make of it. So he's asked me to tell him about the range of folding bikes that we've got here at the Electric Bike Superstore. And we do have a large range. I'd say we've got more folding electric bikes than anyone else. So let's start with the Airone. We're going to work priced low going up. Airone 1280, rear drive, 10.4 amp hour battery. It's got the throttle, 6-speed, very compact. You can see when it's folded, it looks like this. That's pretty small. It's going to fit in any car, any caravan. So that's the Airone. Next we've got the NCM Leon. So again, it's got the battery in the frame there. Just an 8 amp hour battery, so more of a short distance sort of bike, but it's a 7-speed. Very compact, very small, good for the smaller person. It's quite a forward leaning position on this one. But yeah, 1390 if you like the look of that. Come and check it out at the Electric Bike Superstore. Now across the way we've got an American bike. So this is a fat bike. We have this on sale for $14.90. It's a 500 watt 48 volt system, so it's got that extra bit of punch, good for the bigger person, heavier person, very upright riding position. It's an American bike, so it's got the American traits such as the throttle and all that sort of thing. 4-inch fat tyres, really nice chunky boy. Everyone loves that. It means you can ride anywhere. And so if you want to do a bit of off-road sort of riding with a 500 watt 48 volt throttle bike, $14.90, it gets you on the KJ Cycle fat bike. Next we've got the Antibike TX20, 12 amp hour battery there in the down behind the seat. Rear drive, this also has a throttle, being a 200 watt bike, so it's a throttle bike. Very compact, it's got the sort of hybrid off-road tyres, very comfy seat, very, very upright riding position. Very popular, and at $15.90, very good electric bike value. Next we've got the Rylu Urban. We sell quite a lot of Rylu bikes, but this is their folding one. Again, it's got the battery in the frame, 10.4 amp hour, 36 volt system, rear drive. Again, it's got the throttle, very big seat, very comfortable. We sell a lot of these to taller people. They've changed the geometry a little bit of this, making it a little bit more upright. But the Rylu Urban at $16.90, worth checking out. I'm back on the ground looking at this Cooper. So it's got the 10.4 amp hour battery there in the frame. Very upright, very stylish bike. It's got a little bit of a front suspension. The lights are wide in, and the Cooper's coming in at $16.90. So come on, check out the Cooper if you like the look of that. Okay, I'm going to do these two together because it's another NCM bike. So there's actually two of them there. There's the London and the Paris. Now they're essentially the same bike, but one is a step-through frame, one's a step-over frame. Very comfortable suspension seat, front suspension, disc brakes, 15 amp hour battery. Nice leather finishing on that rear drive. $16.90 gets you on board these. We do sell quite a few of these to food delivery people, and they're getting like 70 k's range out of these. There is another version of these called the London and the Paris Plus. The difference is they have a 19 amp hour battery and hydraulic brakes, and 8 gears instead of just the 7. So with these things, when you buy from here, everything comes set up, and there's also a service included. So if you're interested in the NCM bikes, definitely come and check us out at the Electric Bike Superstore. Okay, next here we have the Smart Motion Vista. A bit different from the others because it's a front-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive, the reason it's a front-wheel drive is so you can have internal gears at the back. So it's a nice 3-speed, very simple, low-maintenance bike with these internal gears. 10 amp hour battery, you can upgrade to a 15.6 amp hour battery. Nice upright riding position and all the Smart Motion niceties that we're used to. And we're coming in at $17.90 for the Smart Motion Vista. Okay, next we've got the Paris Max. So this is $2,190, and it's kind of unusual. It's different to the rest of them in that it's a mid-drive. So it's the only actual mid-drive folding electric bike that I'm aware of. So it's got the bar fun mid-drive. This is quite a punchy, nice little motor. It's got 8-speed Nexus internal gears. It's got your disc brakes, a little bit of suspension there, and 14 amp hour battery. So if you want a mid-drive folding electric bike, definitely consider this NCM Paris Max. So you can see it's a nice low step through, very compact. So if you want to spend that little bit more and just get the mid-drive, you can come in and have a look at the Paris Max. $190. Finally, my favourite, the Earth Antibike. There it is. Folding fat bike. Nice big chunky 4-inch tyres. There's a 3-inch version of this if you prefer something a little bit less sort of aggressive for riding around. The new version of this, there's going to be an option of a 17 amp hour or 19 amp hour battery, so you're talking huge batteries here. Very comfortable, very upright. I've ridden this up Arthur's Seat. You can't go past the Earth Antibike if you want the king of the folding bikes. Hydraulic brakes, very big comfy seat. Yes. Earth Antibikes. Earth Antibike, I should say. Comes in a variety of colours, but yeah, that is a real personal favourite of mine. If you'd like to see a bit more about that Antibike, just click that little thing up there and I'll go to another video about it. Now, as you see there with no front basket, you're looking at $2,590. That's with a 17 amp hour battery, so very good value for someone who just wants the best and most premium electric folding bike. The Go Anywhere Earth Antibike. Okay, hope that sorts you out, Frank. When you're able to, it'd be great if you and Enid can come down and test ride some of these bikes to see what suits. I think we've got something to suit most people's budget and style. They're all a little bit different. Some are more upright, some a bit more forward leaning. The ones with the smaller batteries, you're going to get 40 k's range. Some you get up to like 80 or 90 k's range. It kind of depends how you ride. So the question I tend to ask is, what sort of riding do you want to do? How far do you want to go? What surfaces do you want to ride on? What sort of hills are you going to deal with? So the cheaper bikes, they're better for like a smaller person, around the 70 to 80 kilogram. If you're sort of a bit more hefty like me, then the Antibike is something a little bit more heavy duty is going to be suitable. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful. Until next time, in the words of Kenny Roger, you've got to know when to hold them, and you've got to know where to fold them, and you've got to know where to come from Melbourne's biggest range of folding electric bikes, the mighty Electric Bike Superstore. Until next time, I should say before I go, have a look at the website. You can see all the specs in a bit more detail. And don't forget to subscribe down there if you want to sort of stay up to date with our electric biking shenanigans. Okay, until next time, stay gold and stay epic.